Welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Genesis. It's Genesis in the house one more time. It's been a while that we reacted to Genesis, so I'm very happy that we are reacting to Genesis one more time. All in a Mouse's Night is the title of the song, and this is a Patreon request by our patron Jeffrey.
Yeah, we have reacted to Genesis a few times in the past. Check out our playlist for Genesis on our channel. To do that, you can just type Enoma Genesis on the search bar of your YouTube app or on your computer while you're on youtube.com. Or you could also visit our channel, typing youtube.com/Cafe Enoma, and you can check out all the playlists that we have over there and go to the one titled Genesis to see our reactions to that. We love music and we love reacting to music from all over the world. We have a very strong set of patrons, if we can call it that, who really love music too. They have great taste in music at most times. They love introducing us to music that we have never heard before. For Kirti, it is easy to do that because she hasn't really heard much music from the West in her life before we met. So it's very easy to get requests for Kirti which she's never heard. So as a pure reactor, her job is easier because she has not heard it before in her life. But for me, having heard 10,000 plus songs and reacting to 2,000 plus songs on this platform, yes, it is a bit more difficult. But I'm always amazed and surprised by our patrons who come up with requests which are new to me too, as it is in the case today. All in a Mouse's Night. I can only think of the mouse movies that I've seen. A couple of them, one a cartoon one, Ratatouille, and one the Mouse Hunter, right?
Yeah, Mouse Hunt it is.
Mouse Hunt. Yeah, so I guess that's enough of an introduction. We love music, we love our patrons, we love the time and effort that they take in giving us requests that match the guidelines of this platform. Not our guidelines, the platform's guidelines. And I know it's a lot of hard work.
It's a bit disheartening.
If I put myself in your shoes and I did that for a couple of days, every 2 weeks I do it for a couple of days, I know how difficult it is to get requests that you want us to react to. But unfortunately they are blocked or they are not unable to be used in our videos. How sad is that? But anyway, I love that you still, you make an effort to find us requests like this.
It's appreciated.
Let's get started. This is the first time single take honest reaction once again. Check out our Patreon page to learn more about us. The link is in the description box of this video, especially if you're a new subscriber or patron.
But I know you're there. Got to get beside you, 'cause it's really cold out here. Come up close to me, you'll soon be warm. Hold me tightly, like we're sheltering from a storm. Think I might go out for a stroll into the night and out of this hole. Maybe find me a meal. Walking along this new shack pile, sense a problem all the while. Nearly the door. Suddenly he bumps into wood, the door is closed, the voice from the bed, he'll be exposed. Which way to run was made for the hole, the light's been turned on, he's blind as a mole in cold. Now I can see they're coming at me, they blocked up my door, I haven't a chance in hell. Come on baby, let the poor thing go. chance to escape. Must run out quick, better sorry than late. I'm out on the stairs. They won't catch me now, I've the run of the house now. I'll make it downstairs and into the bread bin. That would be nice. Suddenly he bumps into fur that's very unwise. A cat is much quicker than men and their eyes. The chase that ensues can have only one end, unless outside help steps in for our friend in need. But now the cat comes in for the kill. His paw is raised, soon blood will spill. Yes, it will. Hard luck, mouse, this is the end of your road. The signpost says inside me, let me bear your heavy load. But it's hard to be that final pounce. Knocks a job on his head and lays him out. But it's all in a mouse's now to take on all those who'd fall. There I was with my back to the wall. Then comes this monster mouse, he's 10 feet tall, with teeth and claws to match. It only took one blow.
Oh, this has got to be inspired by Tom and Jerry in some way.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and wow, I don't think I've heard a song this year which has such an excessive use of the Hammond organ or the church organ.
Why
It sounded
not?
so much like the church organ.
Why not?
Never heard the song like that. So much use of the
Why?
organ.
That's what I'm going to say. That this sounded more like Kansas than Genesis.
Kansas, yeah, but not so much. So much use the whole song.
Yeah.
No, Kansas.
This wasn't.
Kansas does use a lot of the keyboards too. You know,
They do. They do Hammond
use
organ and.
not the whole song.
Yeah.
Never a whole
But
song.
it sounded so much like Kansas for me
Yeah.
when I was listening to it. Then Genesis that we have heard so far, we haven't heard
But
a
Phil
lot
Collins,
of
Phil Collins'
and the
voice
drums was
makes a
pronounced,
difference.
and the drums were pronounced though. That's where the difference was. But the bass of the music that was going on, that was to me more like Kansas than Genesis.
Yeah, you started this channel because of your love for music.
Yeah.
You wanted to join me on this journey because you knew about my love for music.
I know.
And since I've listened to most of my life, I've listened to music from the West.
Yeah.
That's what we decided to react to. We knew that there would be a lot of listeners who like what we do and appreciate what we do.
Yeah.
And luckily, we've been blessed with a group of patrons who appreciates the work that we do.
And also our
the
viewers.
time and effort that goes into it. For example, a reaction of 20 minutes like this one, you can't cut it short. It has to be 21 minutes, it has to be 20 minutes. The time that you've chosen, that is the time that you get. You usually get a few seconds more, even a minute or two more at times.
Yeah.
But you never get it less. If it's less, it obviously is some mistake in the system, some glitch, which we thought that it was less time.
Yeah.
And we can't cut this time short because we want to get the most out of that song for you. We want to discuss it, give our own perspective of things, talk a bit about Enoma too.
Yeah.
We don't want to keep it all only about the song or the request. We want to also keep it about other things in general which connect with it, using our experience, our education, our background. That's what we do. And this song is a wonderful song. Phenomenal singing abilities of Phil Collins. Great, remarkable playing of the Hammond organ or the church organ. To me, it sounded like a church organ, though I'm not really sure. It's very identical at times, and I could be mistaken, but it felt more like a church organ here.
Okay.
The ones I heard at Sunday Mass while growing up.
Okay.
I loved everything about it. So your love for music, Kirti, what does it tell? You started it for your love for music, for reacting to music of all sorts, types, genres, no biases, no discrimination.
No.
That is something that Kirti was very particular about
And I'm
when
still.
we had this discussion.
And we are still.
Yeah, not that I was any different,
Yeah.
but she was very particular about it that we will not have any biases, any discrimination. It's not that you'll ever find us only reacting to big ticket bands or popular artists who we know that any fool can react to it on this platform and get views.
Tons of views.
Get views, get a lot of subscribers. We know that it can be done, but we don't have that objective. Our objective is to actually do hard work, honest work, be true to our purpose and
And
objective.
enjoy it while we do it.
Most of the others I watch their reactions, they don't have a purpose. It doesn't show in any of their reactions. They don't know what they're doing. They just are swayed by what other reactors before them have done. You take the biggest one, you take the smallest one, almost everyone is imitating someone else. We are not that way. We don't want to be in that particular mold. We are different. We started with the purpose of reacting to music like this, music we never heard before in our lives. That's what we wanted to do. Fortunately, thanks to patrons like you, Jeffrey, and all the other 80 odd patrons that we have active right now, this is possible for so long, and it helps us, it helps us live a better life. It helps us as a couple be closer. It helps us pay the bills, give our kids a better life tomorrow. Obviously, this is an unpredictable platform. That is what I dislike about it. Even with all the hard work that we do, how ethical we are in the way we make reactions, how honest we are, as well as how we stick to the guidelines, unfortunately, we are the ones that get taken down the most. So I know that we won't be here for too long. That is how it is. It's sad that this platform itself may not last forever, or it won't even last 2 years if it keeps taking down honest people like us. What is your take on things YouTube, Kirti? Shut up. You're my YouTube, so I'll call you YouTube.
Thank you. When initially we both decided that we wanted to start doing reactions first, which tested the water, checked the water by reacting to reality shows, music which was playing all over the world on different channels, big channels from those countries, big shows, just to get a hang of things like how does the camera work. We both were, I was completely new to this, Savio wasn't so much, how this reaction thing works out. the way, people would connect with us, people would find us bearable to watch, and get something from our reactions, get some value from our reactions. That was the main intention behind starting the reactions to music. And then quickly we realized that we have to start with original music created by the artist, not by someone singing a cover of it, trying to take mileage through the song that is somebody else's work. And that's when we realized we better get started with original music. But I wasn't ready, because I had never ever heard of music from the West before, and I didn't know how the fans of those artists would take me as an outsider. I literally always felt I'm an outsider when it came to music which was coming from the West, because never heard of it.
What we are trying to say is that we connect with this song wholeheartedly. We are the mouse here.
We are the mouse.
We are the mouse on YouTube. We are the mouse right now.
The mouse is nice.
We know YouTube is a cat. There are other people in the comments who are cats, babies, who are trolls, who harass
Things
us,
happening
bully
around.
us, discriminate against us, treat us as outsiders. So we are the mouse, and we connect wholeheartedly with this song. Every line of this song is lines that connect with us in more ways than one. And what a masterpiece this is for Genesis to create a song like this.
Something different from Genesis for sure. I wonder from which era, which time that this music comes from. But whenever Genesis puts their hand on something, they turn it into something that people will definitely like and listen to more times. I like the drums though. I always say that Phil Collins on the drums, always he makes it a point that it is pronounced.
Yeah, we'll go through the lyrics once so that Kirti can make her assessment of it.
Okay.
She's an expert at assessments in her own way, a pure reactor. What can be better than a pure reactor making an assessment? I don't know. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Got to get beside you because it's really cold out here. Come up close to me, you'll soon be warm. Hold me tightly like we're sheltering from a storm. Think I might go out for a stroll into the night and out of this hole. Maybe find me a meal. What are your thoughts on these lines?
Here
Kirti?
the mouse is sitting in its hole and calling someone. I don't know who was it calling to give some warmth. I was wondering what is going on, who it is. Then there is a hole, and then we know the title of the song is The Mouse's House, and then he wants to go and find some food, go out for a stroll.
A mouse's night.
A mouse's
Just to
night.
correct you, yeah.
Sorry, a mouse's house. Yeah, mouse's night. And then he wants, even though it's stormy, he wants to go out and find a meal. And then we know what happens later as well. Continue.
Walking along this new shack pile presents a problem all the while. Nearly the door. Suddenly he bumps into wood, the door is closed. A voice from the bed, he'll be exposed. Which way to run, just make for the hole. Right?
It ventured out thinking that it will go and get some food, just have a stroll outside, but no later than sooner, he got caught. Is that right? Did I word it right?
It's your reaction, it's your assessment.
Thank you.
But the light's been turned on, now he's blind as a mole in coal. Now I can see they're coming at me. They've blocked off my door. I haven't a chance in hell. Come on, baby, let the poor thing go. I'm not sleeping with that thing around here, no. Alright then, I'll fetch a box from below. Guard him carefully, they're very quick, you know.
Now here's a family who are thinking what to do with it. Someone is saying let it go. Someone is saying no, I'm not going to sleep with this small thing, little thing in my house. I have to catch it. They are fetching boxes. They are doing something or the other. There will be the cat too who will come and do the job, finishing job.
The door's been opened, my chance to escape. Must run out quick, better sorry than late. I'm out on the stairs, they won't catch me now. I'm the run of the house now. I'll make it downstairs and into the bread bin. That would be nice.
It is trying to escape right now. I like that line of better sorry than late. Better late than sorry. But why does it say better sorry than late? Any idea?
No idea.
No idea.
Suddenly he bumps into fur, that's very unwise. A cat is much quicker than men and their eyes. The chase that ensues can have only one end, unless outside help steps in for our friend in need. But now the cat comes in for the kill. Here's where the cat comes in for the kill. His paw is raised, soon blood will spill. Yes, it will.
Ooh. While it was escaping the humans, it went and they bumped itself into the cat itself, and it realizes the danger now, because a cat would be much quicker than the humans and the eyes, and it can see the death that is approaching.
Hard luck, mouse, this is the end of your road. The signpost says inside me, let me bear your heavy load. But it's not to be. That final pounce knocks a jar upon his head and lays him out. But it's all in the mouse's night to take on all those who would fight. There I was with my back to the wall. Then comes this monster mouse. He's 10 feet tall. What goes around comes around. Now it's the cat's turn to be hunted. There I was with my back to the wall. There comes this monster's mouse. He's 10 feet tall, with teeth and claws to match. It only can take one bow.
One blow.
One blow. So here's the cat's turn, isn't it, Kirti? What are your final thoughts, and wrap this one up?
It's a song about people as well. Every dog has its day. So this was mouse. Every mouse has its night, or something like that, if we can call it. That's how it is. It wasn't anywhere close to his end, at least tonight. This was his night. He is gonna make it through. And that's what happens with people as well. Even when you think you might be not making, you might not be walking out of a trouble that comes up to you, and it looks so all around you, everywhere it is surrounding you, there might be a miraculous escape. You never know.
Yeah, no matter who you are, don't overestimate your abilities and skills. Don't underestimate it either. And whatever you do, wrong that you do, the message or the moral of this song for me, whatever wrong that you do in life does come back to haunt you. And also what good you do does come back to bless you. So always do good. Don't make others' lives miserable, because tomorrow your life will be the same. Goodbye.